Welcome to Atlanta Local Unplugged, the podcast that explores Atlanta's vibrant local scene for food, music, entertainment, culture, unplugged events, and the many hidden gems in Atlanta. Your host is Riley Bennett. Let's dive in.
Hey Atlanta, I'm Riley Bennett, and this is Atlanta Local Unplugged. Today we're treasure hunting across the city, neighborhood by neighborhood, to find one-of-a-kind shops and smart pairings with food pop-ups, gallery nights, and live music. In a city famous for big atlases of malls, neighborhood shopping is where Atlanta's creativity actually lives. Inside indie boutiques, cooperative maker studios, tiny vintage dens, and design-forward showrooms. Every purchase keeps more dollars in the community, sustains working artists, and replaces sameness with stories you can wear, place on your shelf, or gift with pride. We'll map strollable clusters, easy MARTA links, and patio hangouts for recharging between finds. I'll drop seasonal market intel, micro itineraries you can copy, and practical tips like when to arrive and how to pack. Ready to shop with purpose and have a blast doing it? Lace up, bring a tote, and let's unearth Atlanta's hidden treasures. All right, y'all. First stop, Little 5 Points, Atlanta's capital of quirky cool. Start on Euclid and Moreland, where vintage hunters can bounce between racks of denim, concert tees, and reworked streetwear, then flip through crates at the neighborhood's vinyl sanctuaries. You'll pass murals, funky head shops, and offbeat gift boutiques with local candles, small batch skincare, and hilarious cards. Save room for a record store porch show or catch a set at Variety Playhouse. Balcony seats are clutch if you're carrying bags. For a breather, slide to Candler Park's quieter stretch. Grab coffee from a neighborhood cafe, browse a tiny plant shop, and check community boards for maker pop-ups posted last minute. If the weather's perfect, park it on a leafy patio and share small plates while you compare finds. On weekends, arrive before noon for better parking and the freshest vintage pulls, then linger for golden hour people watching and relaxed, friendly vibes. All around. Slide east into Inman Park and the Krog District, where strolling and shopping are built into the streetscape. Start at Krog Street Market, graze a few stalls, bao, tacos, or a biscuit, then wander the boutique row tucked around the food hall. You'll find clothing labels from Southeast designers, cheeky paper goods, artisan chocolate, and thoughtfully curated homewares. Step onto the East Side Beltline and follow the art-lined path toward Ponce City Market. Pop-up tents often dot weekends here, so scan the vendor boards and Instagram stories for small batch ceramics, jewelry, and prints. For an easy date night, time your walk for sunset, then ride the elevator to the Ponce rooftop for skyline mini golf or a slow cocktail with a view. Back on the Beltline, snag gelato, cut through Inman Park's Victorian streets, and wrap on a candlelit patio. It's a perfect loop. Shop, snack, stroll, repeat. Leave time to peek at murals. Old Fourth Ward blends design-forward shopping with raw, creative energy. Alongside the Beltline, you'll spot airy concept stores where local and regional makers share racks with minimalist international brands. Expect sculptural jewelry, small-run apparel, handmade leather, and coffee bars that feel like showrooms themselves. Murals and wheat paste posters create a rotating outdoor gallery. Detour into side streets to find fresh pieces and snap a photo, then step into a studio boutique for a chat with the maker. Weekends bring casual pop-ups. Check the chalkboards near entrances and the neighborhood's Instagram tags for vendor lists and hours. If you're browsing late, many shops pour wine at closing, an easy bridge to an early dinner at a modern southern spot nearby. Keep your eyes on warehouse spaces. Temporary galleries often open for a single weekend, and the intimacy of a small room makes discovering new artists especially memorable. Plan ahead. Lines form for launches. Virginia Highland is bungalow boutique heaven, tailor-made for slow afternoons. Start along North Highland and amble block to block. Each cottage storefront hides a different rabbit hole. Thoughtful gifts, handcrafted jewelry, stationery, bath goods, and small batch home fragrances. The vibe is friendly and neighborly, and shopkeepers often know the makers by first name, so ask about process and materials. Between stores, tuck into a cafe for a latte or a glass of rosé, then loop back for that piece you couldn't stop thinking about. On fair weather weekends, look for sidewalk racks and mini maker tables. Many shops host trunk shows with limited run designs you won't find online. If you're planning a birthday or housewarming, this is where to assemble a personalized gift basket, ribbon, and all. Parking is scattered, so arrive early and walk the strip, or bring a bike for an easy glide between clusters and leafy side streets. Trust me, Westside Provisions District and the surrounding West Midtown corridor mix indie shops with high-design showrooms, turning an afternoon into a mini design crawl. Start on the bridge for a sense of place, then dip into boutiques carrying contemporary fashion, artisan textiles, beautifully edited cookbooks, and statement lighting. Nearby warehouses house furniture studios and sample rooms. Ask about lead times and custom upholstery if you fall in love. Coffee is strong around here. Grab one and browse slowly. When you're ready for art, head to Atlanta Contemporary, where rotating exhibitions spotlight experimental voices with free admission. Time your visit so you can walk to dinner, then cap the night at Terminal West for a standing room set that keeps the energy high. Rideshare is smart, parking fills fast, and you'll want hands-free for fabric swatches, ceramics, or that irresistible pair of boots you did not plan to buy. Budget a little extra. Castleberry Hills Arts District feels cinematic. Brick lofts, rail spurs, and galleries tucked into repurposed warehouses. The monthly art stroll is the move. Doors open wide, artists pour wine, and you can wander from studio boutiques to photography spaces to design shops without rushing. Expect wearable art, Afrocentric home goods, handmade ceramics, and edition prints at accessible price points. Bring questions. Most creators love explaining process and inspiration. Between stops, peek down alleys for murals and film shoots, then recharge at a neighborhood bistro before circling back to buy the piece that's stuck in your head. If you want a culture-first evening, start at golden hour, roll the stroll, then sit for dinner within walking distance. Rideshare helps here. Streets can be narrow, and parking moves quickly. Check Instagram the morning of. The stroll map, hours, and any after-parties tend to update late and sometimes expand block by block. Watch for installations. West End, anchored by Lee Plus White along the Southside Beltline, is where breweries meet maker markets. The adaptive reuse warehouses host tap rooms, food stalls, kombucha bars, and rotating vendor halls, so it's easy to build a progressive afternoon. Shop small batch soaps, natural skincare, fiber arts, custom teas, and Afrocentric stationery, then grab a flight and compare favorites. On sunny days, the Beltline path doubles as a runway for local style. Follow it to a community art wall and back. MARTA makes this outing simple. Ride to West End Station and walk or scooter a short stretch. Check schedules for special night markets and plant swaps, which turn the complex into a festive block party. If you're rolling with a group, this is a crowd pleaser. Everyone can snack their way through, regroup at a picnic table, and toast the hall. Bring cash for smaller vendors and tip jars. Parking fills. Arrive early. Decatur Square is our car-free bonus round, reachable by MARTA with an easy walk to everything. Start with the indie bookstores. Ask for staff picks, browse local author shelves, and check the calendar for readings. Step into artist co-ops featuring ceramics, textiles, and letterpress prints from Metro Creatives. Then duck into a gift shop for small batch candles and clever kitchen tools. Coffee and patio options abound, so you can recharge often and linger without rushing. If it's Saturday, the nearby farmers market brings more makers to the mix alongside produce and baked goods. Decatur's compact grid makes it ideal for meeting friends who arrive from different parts of town. Set a rendezvous at the gazebo, compare plans, and fan out. For lunch, choose between cozy diners, Lebanese plates, or tacos, then browse one more boutique before hopping the train home, hands full and heart lighter. It's easy, charming, and satisfying. Always. Sweet Auburn and Underground pair history with hands-on shopping. Start at the municipal market, where longtime vendors sit beside new pop-ups selling sauces, spices, and confections. Snack your way through, then browse stalls for handmade soaps, aprons, and art prints. Walk Auburn Avenue to take in civil rights landmarks and murals. It grounds the day with context and pride. Underground's revitalized spaces host vintage fairs, sneaker swaps, and rotating creator markets. Check weekend schedules and arrive early for the best digs. Between events, small studios sell resin art, custom jewelry, and upcycled fashion, often made on site. The mix of generations and styles is the point. You'll meet legacy families and brand new entrepreneurs under one roof. Parking is straightforward, but MARTA works too. Cap the outing with a sweet treat or a spicy snack, and leave with gifts that carry a story as powerful as the neighborhood itself. Bring curiosity and time. Buford Highway is our global bonus, a progressive snack and shop crawl that spans cultures in a few delicious miles. Start with an international grocery, wander the aisles, pick up pantry gems, and check the bakery case for warm pastries. Nearby plazas hide specialty shops, Korean stationery, Chinese tea sets, South Asian spices, Mexican dulcerias, and K-beauty counters with expert advice. Build your route around small bites, a banh mi here, a taco there, soup dumplings, then bubble tea to keep rolling. Many shops are family-run, so ask questions and accept samples. You'll learn sourcing stories and better ways to cook your finds. Go with friends and share plates so you can try more. Parking is plentiful but scattered. Note your landmark. If you're new to the corridor, pick 3 plazas and linger. The sensory mix, signage, music, aromas, turns shopping into travel without leaving the perimeter. Bring a cooler for frozen treats and dumplings. Recurring markets stitch the city's maker scene together week after week. Along the East Side Beltline, Saturday and Sunday pop-ups unfurl like a necklace of tents. Expect jewelry, small ceramics, prints, candles, and the occasional vintage rack. Atlantic Station's Creators Market anchors a central plaza with a reliable rotation of vendors. It's great for rainy day backups because parking and cover are close. Neighborhood farmers markets, especially Grant Park and Decatur, regularly include craft booths next to peaches and sourdough, so you can stock your pantry and your gift drawer in one swoop. Follow market accounts for vendor lineups and any weather pivots announced the morning of. Bring a tote, a water bottle, and small bills. Some makers operate with slower card readers. If you find a favorite, ask where they'll be next and follow their socials. The best pieces go early, and repeat visits help you spot new work. Week after week. Seasonal festival markets are your big-ticket treasure hunts. Inman Park Festival sprawls across streets with art booths, house tours, and a parade. Arrive early, wear a hat, and break up browsing with shady porch snacks. Virginia Highland Summerfest brings painters, jewelers, and live tunes to the neighborhood's leafy lanes. Look for limited editions in seconds bins. EAV Strut turns East Atlanta Village into a character-filled fair, perfect for discovering irreverent illustrators and upcycled fashion. Grant Park Summer Shade weaves artists into park paths alongside food trucks and cold lemonade, ideal for families. Castleberry Hills Art Weekends layer open studios onto street markets so you can meet the people behind the work. For all of these, pregame by skimming vendor lists, starring booths you don't want to miss, and setting a pickup plan for bulky pieces. Comfortable shoes, sunscreen, and a foldable tote can turn marathon days into effortless ones. Trust me, let's talk practicalities so your treasure hunt runs smooth. Arrive early for easier parking and first dibs on vintage and one-offs. Wear comfy shoes you don't mind clocking steps in, and pack a lightweight tote plus a few small boxes to protect ceramics or jewelry. Cash speeds small transactions and tips while cards cover bigger pieces. Transit-wise, MARTA is your friend for Decatur and West End. Rideshare is smart for West Midtown and Castleberry Hill. The Beltline links Inman Park, Old Fourth Ward, and Ponce City Market, making car-free loops doable. Accessibility varies. The Beltline and mixed-use hubs are generally smooth, while older bungalow boutiques may have steps or narrow entries. Call ahead if you have specific needs. Check Instagram for pop-up times, vendor lists, and day of weather pivots. Finally, budget time to eat and recharge. Patios and food halls keep energy high and help you make better choices. Shop happy. 3 quick micro itineraries to copy. Beltline East Side Day. Start at Krog Street Market for coffee and a snack. Shop nearby boutiques. Then walk the Beltline to Ponce City Market pop-ups, rooftop views, and a sunset stroll back. West Side Design Crawl. Browse West Side Provisions fashion and home stores, coffee break, Atlanta Contemporary for art, dinner next door, then Terminal West for a show. L5P Vintage Spree. Dig denim and tees, flip records, mural hop, early dinner, then a set at Variety Playhouse. To keep it local year-round, follow your favorite makers, buy direct at markets, set reminders for seasonal festivals, and choose locally made gifts for birthdays and holidays. That's today's tour of Atlanta's hidden shopping heart. We covered neighborhoods, markets, food and music pairings, transit, accessibility, and practical tips so you can explore with full confidence. I'm Riley Bennett. Thanks for listening to Atlanta Local Unplugged. Subscribe, and I'll see you out there.
You've been listening to Atlanta Local Unplugged with host Riley Bennett. Until next time, plan fast, explore deep, and enjoy Atlanta.